Golf legends honor Ian Baker-Finch. 30 years of broadcasting excellence ends. Imagine a golfing world without Ian Baker-Finch's infectious enthusiasm and insightful commentary. It's hard to fathom, isn't it? But here's where it gets bittersweet. The 2025 Wyndham Championship wasn't just the final tournament of the PGA Tour season. It was also the curtain call for one of golf's most cherished broadcasters. Earlier this year, Ian Baker-Finch made the announcement that he would be hanging up his microphone at the end of the season. His last broadcast took place during the final round at Sedgefield Country Club, marking the end of a remarkable 30-year career behind the scenes. After leaving his playing days behind with 2 PGA Tour victories, including the 1991 Open Championship, Baker-Finch embarked on a new chapter in 1998 when he began his broadcasting journey. He worked with ESPN and ABC until 2006 before settling into his role with CBS in 2007, where he became a beloved fixture as a hole announcer for nearly 2 decades. As Baker-Finch prepared to step away from the microphones, many of the game's biggest names came forward to express their gratitude and admiration. Tiger Woods, a fellow Hall of Famer, penned a heartfelt message saying, "Congrats, Finchy, for 30 incredible years behind the microphone. You brought insight into things that the viewing audience could understand and relate to. From all of us, thanks for the memories." Nicklaus, often regarded as the greatest golfer of all time, echoed similar sentiments. He praised Baker-Finch for his contributions to the sport, stating, "Ian has been great for the game of golf. He was a good player with a wonderful personality, and he has been a great addition to the CBS golf broadcasts. We wish him well and congratulations." Jason Day, another Australian pro, chimed in with his thoughts, saying, "You have always been a bright spot in our game, a champion both on and off the golf course. I always looked up to you and knew what you stood for, excellence and, more important, decency. I've always considered you my friend and just a great human being. Congrats on a great career. Thanks for your friendship, Finchy." Adam Scott, known for his affable demeanor and sporting spirit, added his congratulations, noting, "Congratulations, IBF, on a wonderful broadcasting career. Your love for this game was clearly expressed every weekend on the telly. To have you call my win on the 10th green at Augusta is a great memory for me. Wishing you all the best for the future, mate. Scotty." Baker-Finch's impact on golf broadcasting extended far beyond his technical skills. His ability to connect with viewers, whether they were seasoned professionals or casual fans, made him a standout figure in the industry. And this is the part most people miss. His transition from player to broadcaster wasn't just a change in career. It was a testament to his versatility and dedication to the sport he loves. So as we bid farewell to Ian Baker-Finch, let's take a moment to appreciate the legacy he leaves behind. What do you think makes a great broadcaster? Is it the technical prowess, the ability to connect with audiences, or something else entirely? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Ian Baker-Finch's legacy, 30 years of golf broadcasting. After 30 years in the broadcast booth, Ian Baker-Finch will sign off from CBS Sports for the last time at the Wyndham Championship. The former pro golfer turned beloved commentator has decided to step away from his role after nearly 2 decades with the network. Baker-Finch's powerful swing and competitive spirit made him a fan favorite during his playing days, while his charming personality and soothing voice have added to his legacy in the broadcast booth. His remarkable story is detailed in a new authorized biography, Ian Baker-Finch, To Hell and Back, which will be released on Monday. The Australian got his start in golf at the age of 12, working odd jobs to buy his first set of clubs. He went on to win the 1991 British Open at Royal Birkdale before losing his game just a few years later. He successfully transitioned to announcing, spending the last 19 years with CBS. For many golf fans, the 1984 Open at St. Andrews was Baker-Finch's first real splash on the world stage. He held a share of the 54-hole lead and played with Tom Watson in the final pairing before shooting a 79. Jim Nantz, who would become his longtime friend and broadcast partner at CBS, remembers being dazzled by Baker-Finch's play. Baker-Finch would surpass his wildest dreams by winning the 1991 Open at Royal Birkdale. But within 3 years of his Open conquest, his game was in tatters. He played in 15 tournaments on the PGA Tour in 1995 and missed every single cut. He hit rock bottom at the 1997 Open at Troon, shooting 92 in the opening round and withdrawing. At age 36, 6 years after being hailed as the champion golfer of the year, his playing career was over. Baker-Finch had dabbled in TV the year before while nursing injuries back home in Australia. He was a gifted storyteller and determined to follow the principles of less is more. He made a point to glean fresh information from players. Calling the 5th green jacket for Tiger Woods in 2019 and Rory McIlroy completing the career Grand Slam are among the highlights of his broadcasting career. When Adam Scott became the first Australian golfer to don the green jacket, Nantz threw the call to Baker-Finch, who famously said, "From down under to on top of the world, Jim." Baker-Finch turned 65 in October, and his latest contract was set to expire. His desire to do the preparation required to broadcast at the highest level 23 weeks a year had waned. He looks forward to traveling and enjoying various wine regions and playing more golf. He'll spend more time with his wife Jenny and his daughters and grandchildren. The month of March, he'll go to New Zealand, as he and Jenny enjoyed this year plus 3 months in Australia, playing a bunch of golf in the Melbourne Sandbelt region while doing it all at his own pace. He'll keep his hands busy doing some golf course design work and still travel to several of golf's biggest events for meetings in his role as chairman of the board of the PGA of Australia. He expects his final broadcast to be an emotional one, as the CBS broadcast team has become a second family, and for 3 decades, he's been one of the integral voices that make up the soundtrack of the game. "I hope people saw me as someone who loved the game and respected the players and brought a calm and honest perspective to the coverage," he said. "It's never been about me. I'm sort of uncomfortable when something's about me. The love and support I've received since I went public with my retirement has been overwhelming. I do think there may be some on social media that'll say good riddance, we didn't like the accent, or we didn't like him, or he was never tough enough on the players, but that doesn't worry me. I think the majority will say, hey, he did a good job. He loved the game. We'll miss him." Ian Baker-Finch, a new chapter in golf course design. Imagine a world where a legendary golfer doesn't retire from the sport he loves. Instead, he reinvents it. This is the story of Ian Baker-Finch, a man who has seen golf evolve over 3 decades and is now poised to give back in a whole new way. Ian Baker-Finch, the former Open Championship winner and beloved broadcaster, is hanging up his microphone after nearly 3 decades of sharing the game's greatest moments with millions of fans around the world. But retirement for him means much more than simply stepping away from the spotlight. It's about revisiting the very roots that sparked his passion for golf in the first place. Born and raised in rural Queensland, Baker-Finch's journey in golf began long before he became a major champion. As a young boy, he would ride his father's tractor for miles to help shape their local golf course, a modest patch of land transformed by the hard work and vision of a few dedicated farmers. This experience ignited a lifelong fascination with course design, a dream that has lingered in the background of his illustrious career. Throughout his broadcasting days, Baker-Finch's voice became synonymous with the game. He narrated iconic moments such as Tiger Woods' historic 2019 Masters victory, Adam Scott's groundbreaking green jacket in 2013, and Rory McIlroy's triumphant career Grand Slam at Augusta. However, when asked about the most memorable aspect of his broadcasting career, he humbly points to the people he worked with. "There are so many moments," he reflects. "The friendships formed with my colleagues, the camaraderie shared with the teams at CBS, ESPN, and ABC. These are the memories that stay with me. While the tournaments themselves are unforgettable, it's the connections built along the way that truly resonate." This selflessness has defined Baker-Finch throughout his career, Despite achieving the ultimate success as a major champion, he never sought the limelight. Instead, he preferred to support others, whether by cheering on his fellow players or by providing insightful commentary that resonated with fans worldwide. In recognition of his invaluable contributions to the sport, PGA Tour Commissioner Jay Monahan praised Baker-Finch's legacy. Ian Baker-Finch has been a cherished voice in golf for nearly 3 decades, bringing insight, connection, and a deep love for the game to millions of fans. His work has helped elevate the sport and enrich its storytelling. Congratulations, Ian, on your retirement, and thank you for your enduring impact on the game. Now, as Baker-Finch embarks on this new chapter, he looks forward to pursuing his passion for golf course design. This transition is not about leaving the game behind, but rather about finding a new way to love it. I'll still be involved, just at a different pace, he says with excitement. Designing courses has always been in my blood, and I can't wait to delve deeper into this craft. Moreover, this change offers Baker-Finch something he hasn't had in decades: time. With 23 extra weekends at home each year, he plans to spend more quality time with his wife, Jenny, and their grandchildren, as well as explore new destinations without the constraints of a demanding work schedule. While Baker-Finch's voice may no longer fill the airwaves, his influence on the game remains profound. He leaves behind a legacy of genuine passion, humility, and dedication to the sport he loves. But this chapter is not a farewell. It's a return to where it all began, a young boy riding a tractor in Queensland, dreaming of golf courses that didn't yet exist. After decades of playing, calling, and carrying the game on his shoulders, Baker-Finch is finally stepping into a role he's been building toward his entire life, not just telling golf stories, but shaping where they're played. As he steps into this next phase, one thing is certain: Baker-Finch isn't leaving golf. He's simply finding a new way to love it. So what do you think? Is there room for more passionate voices like Ian's in the world of golf course design? Share your thoughts in the comments.